Migraine headaches are one of the most common causes of chronic pain, affecting about 12% of all Americans, in which most of them are women. According to 2019 reports, more than 213 million people in India were found to be suffering from migraine, in which 60% of the cases were reported by women. To those who don't know the difference between the normal headache and migraine headache, a migraine is a headache that can cause severe throbbing pain or pulsing sensation, usually on one side of the head. It's often accompanied by nausea, vomiting, and extreme sensitivity to light and sound. Migraine attacks can last for hours to days, and the pain can be so severe that it interferes with your daily activity. So basically, migraine headache is a big issue in women which affects their quality of life, and unfortunately, the medicines prescribed to treat these conditions are not curing the issue completely. So in this video, I'm going to share the life story of a woman named Tanya Kamka who involved in a clinical study and how she was able to figure out the solution for her serious migraine headache issue through a super diet. And let's find out how this story and the study will help you to overcome your migraine headache. For most of her life, Tanya Kamka suffered migraine headaches on a weekly basis. The headaches would be usually come on a gradual and then build, causing excruciating pain and pressure behind her left eye, accompanied with vomiting, and that leads to visiting the emergency room. The whole process would often leave her feeling weak and exhausted for days afterward. So basically, one migraine attack will wipe her out for 3 to 4 days, and she missed a lot of work because of these migraines. But a few years ago, Miss Kamka and 181 other people who routinely experience migraine headaches joined a clinical trial sponsored by National Institute of Health, which was designed to test whether a special diet could relieve their frequent headaches. To those who don't know what clinical trials are a type of well-designed research that studies new tests and treatments and evaluates their effect on human health outcome. For example, in our case, research and special diet is done by using 181 people, and the results from these people are considered to evaluate the study. The special diet I am speaking and the diet that Miss Kamka was assigned to follow was strict food that contains large amount of omega-3 fatty acids, the oils found in some fish, while limiting foods that are rich sources of omega-6 fatty acids, such as many vegetable oils. So researchers gave high omega-3 fatty acid foods and at the same time limited the omega-6 fatty acid foods. Basically, omega-3s and omega-6 are both considered essential fatty acids which are critical for health, and because our bodies can't make them, they must be obtained from foods. Historically, humans consumed roughly equivalent amounts of both fatty acid, but the typical diet today tends to contain a much larger portion of omega-6 fats. Some health authorities see this as a good thing. Vegetable oils and other rich sources of omega-6 fats have been found in many studies to be beneficial for cardiovascular health. But others argue that this could be problematic because omega-6 fats have been shown to promote pain and inflammation, while on the other hand, omega-3 fats tend to have opposite effect in studies, helping to reduce pain and inflammation. And that's the main reason behind this research to consider the special diet having high omega-3 fatty acids to reduce the pain and low omega-6 fatty acids to stop encouraging the pain and inflammation. If you wonder which foods are high in omega-3 fatty acids and low in omega-6 fatty acids, watch this video till the end because I mentioned the diet that doctors and researchers said to follow. So like I already mentioned, the authors of the new study wanted to know, could a diet that boosts omega-3 fats while lowering omega-6 fats make life easier for people burdened by frequent migraine headaches? For Miss Kamka, the benefits of a change in diet were striking. After a few months of increasing her fish intake and avoiding many common vegetable oils, she noticed that her headache had all but disappeared. Other people on the new diet also reported fewer headaches. Although the trials ended after 16 weeks, Miss Kamka has remained on it ever since. Gone are the days when she ate foods like fried chicken, french fries and potato chips that were cooked in vegetable oils rich in omega-6 fats. She now makes a point of eating foods like cod, tuna, sardines, spinach salads, hummus and avocados, and she cooks with olive oil instead of corn, soya bean and canola oils. She claims that she haven't had a migraine, not even a mild one, in over 2 years by following this diet. So this is the story of a woman who managed to overcome migraine headaches through a special diet. So once again, if you're someone who is struggling with migraine headache, you should try including high omega-3 fatty acids in your diet. But this is just a claim from one woman. I'll assure you that you will be shocked and surprised to know how this research study went and what the conclusion of this study. So initially I mentioned 118 people were considered in this study. Participants were randomly split into 3 groups and followed for 16 weeks. One group, which included Miss Kamka, followed a diet that was high in omega-3 fats and relevantly low in omega-6 fats. They ate plenty of foods like wild salmon, albacore tuna and trout, while trying to minimize rich sources of omega-6 fats such as corn, soya bean and canola oils. To make it easier to follow the diet, all of the subjects were given meals, snacks and recipes prepared by the dietitians throughout the course of 16 weeks of this study. To see whether reducing these omega-6 fats could have an impact on migraine headaches, the researchers had a second group of people add more fish and other rich sources of omega-3s to their diet without decreasing their intake of omega-6. A third group of people, serving as control, consumed typical amounts of both type of fats. So group 1, which had Miss Kamka, followed a high omega-3 fats and low omega-6 fatty acid diet. Group 2 increased omega-3 fatty acids without decreasing the amount of omega-6 fatty acids. Group 3, which was considered as control, was given both omega-3 fatty acids and omega-6 fatty acids equally. At the start of the study, the participants experienced an average of about 16 headaches days per month. But after 16 weeks, the group that had increased their fish intake and avoided vegetable oils, such as group 1, had an average of 4 fewer headache days each month compared to the control group, as well as 30 to 40% reduction in headache hours each day. The group that increased their omega-3 intake without reducing their omega-6 consumption, such as group 2, benefited as well, though they had a smaller improvement of 2 fewer days without headache each month. Both of these groups reported shorter and less severe headaches than people in the control group. The researchers also noticed the difference in the important blood biomarkers. The two groups that increased their fish intakes had greater levels of compounds known as oxylifins, which are involved in soothing pain. They had particularly high levels of 17-HDHA, an oxylifin that in the other studies has been shown to reduce pain in people with arthritis. Well, the surprising fact here is the recently approved migraine medications have been shown in studies to produce 2 to 2.5 fewer headache days per month, which is less than the 4 days reduction caused by high omega-3s, which is obviously less than the results obtained from the super diet. Doctors quoted that 4 days per month really outperforms anything we ever seen from a pharmacological perspective way. And they added, this is the first time that we had a robust, solid diet that we can recommend to patients. For people who want to try the diet on their own, the researchers said that the simplest way to increase omega-3's intake is to eat more fatty fish such as sardines, anchovies, mackerel, salmon, albacore tuna and trout. Some of the best and most affordable options are canned and poached fish. For vegetarians, good plant source of omega-3 fats are grounded flax seeds, chia seeds and walnuts. Another important components of the diet is avoiding fried, processed and fast foods, which are typically made with the oils that are low in omega-3s and high in omega-6. And also virgin olive oil, avocado oil, macadamia oil, coconut oil and butter tend to contain low amount of omega-6 fats, so try considering them too. You can use these oils to cook meals or to make your own snacks foods like popcorn, hummus and granola, etc. The researchers also encouraged people in the study to eat at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables per day. because fruits and vegetables are naturally low in omega-6 fatty acids and they're just healthy in all the way to keep us healthy. That's it guys. I hope you guys like this video and I wish it is useful to you guys. So please do subscribe my channel and press that bell button to get more medical and health updates. And don't forget to mention your opinion in the comment box about this video because it will boost algorithm. This is your Vignesh. See you guys in the next video with one more interesting medical update.